Hey, Facebook. So I'm here today with Diane VanderSchuur, and we are going to talk to you about something called AFT, which stands for Aroma Freedom Technique. So meet Diane.
Hi.
So go ahead and tell me just a little bit about yourself and your background and sort of what led you up to choosing AFT.
Okay. Well, I'm a retired school teacher and I've been with lots of people all my life. And one day I heard of Dr. Perkis, who is the author of Aroma Freedom Technique, and how we can get help with our past, our memories, experiences, trauma. And so I went to a conference and went through his little 12-step and was changed, completely changed. And I was for it. And I said, the whole world needs to know this. So I got into it, studied it, became certified, and now I'm working as a practitioner here at the office.
Yes. So you have not always done this. What did you do before? And what have you spent most of your life doing otherwise? You have some clinical psychology background, right?
Yes.
Right?
Yes, a little bit of everything. Of course, teaching school and doing lots of counseling. I was a pastor's wife.
Yeah.
And so
you've worked with people, around people, as a counselor in lots of different ways throughout your whole life. I feel like you have a gift for it too. After having worked with you some, I think you really have a gift for people. So Dr. Perkis is the man who wrote a book called Aroma Freedom Technique, and it basically underlines the entire process. It's designed to be something that you can study, learn, be led through and guided through, and then sort of take on as your own method of mindfulness and healing and letting out the negative energy, bringing in the positive, and getting in tune with what's kind of going on in your mind.
Yes.
So tell me, what works, like, how does this work? Because I know you use essential oils too, right? Mm-hmm. So talk a little bit about kind of the essential oils and how that goes.
Well, we use Young Living essential oils. You can use any very pure oils to help, but just smelling the oils, it goes up into the olfactory bulb, the amygdala, which is your center for emotions in your brain, and it works with your brain.
In your limbic system with your memories.
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
So it's the sense of smell and memories and emotions and traumas, and these things are very closely related neurologically.
Yes.
And it's not surprising for me to hear that, because as someone who works with the nervous system, I know that the brain is their neighbors. Mm-hmm. Smell and memories are neighbors in the brain, so that makes sense that could have an effect. So so you use the oils then to help with emotional release, is that right?
Yes, we just smell them.
Yeah.
And you don't even have to put them on if you're real sensitive to oils. We just start out with lemon or orange, something that you may smell every day, and that helps clear. But the emotions are a lot of times they're deep-seated, way down. You may have experiences like a negative experience or trauma, even in even when you're a child.
Yeah. And
you carry that your whole life. And you can get release from those memories. You can get release from the bondage that it's keeping you in.
Yeah.
And that's probably why I'm into this, is to help people have a freer life so they can do their work and everyday relationships. It's excellent with relationships. And just so your life can be healthier and with more freedom.
Yeah. And it's funny because each day I talk to people about their physical stressors and their pain and what's going on. And I talk to them about their chemical stressors and whether what they're eating or drinking is working for them or against them, building health or getting them closer to disease. And all of that is good and well. But if you ignore those emotional stressors and you don't have a way to navigate your day, keep your stress at bay, and just really process things as you go in a healthy manner, you will not get healthy. You will not get better until you address all of it.
That's right.
It's just like if I said only meditate and do all the AFT for a month, and if you expect it to heal your back if you throw out your back. Right? No, we know that won't work. So if you have emotional stressors, you bury them in your body in different ways. And if you don't have a way of dealing with those, and if you don't even, I think one of the hardest, so I actually did a session with Diane, and looking forward to many more because I found it to be of utmost help. And so I think one of the most interesting things was actually just stopping to tune in to what your body's telling you, where you're feeling those emotions, the negative voices that are going on in your brain that you're not even really aware of because they're just going. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
And that was one of the most helpful things, is to just recognize that. So then the other day I was feeling irritated and I was like, well, what's this dialogue that's going on in my brain that I'm not really aware of, that I'm not consciously doing, but it's happening, right? And then it helped me kind of, oh, okay, if I could let that go and change that, then really, I mean, the possibilities are endless. Your mindset and your emotional outlook has everything to do with how you approach every day and how much success you have in your approach and in the people that you see in your relationships, like you're saying.
That's right. You actually can retrain the brain.
Oh, yeah.
You can retrain it to think positive.
Yeah.
And
just like a muscle.
To feed it, positive comments. I wake up every morning with a intent for the day, and I'll say today's a good day, and I start with a positive comment, not negative. And it's raining out, it's okay.
Affirmations. I do the same thing. So having started a business, I wake up and I have to tell myself, you do enough, you are enough, and you're worth it. Because otherwise I panic all day like I'm just not doing enough. And that's not a healthy mindset to be in. And I can't serve my patients if I'm feeling that way. You can't serve people if you're feeling that way. So we have to and love to.
And the thing that AFT does is it boosts your morale. A lot of people feel like a failure. They feel like I can't do anything. And AFT brings that hope and strength into your life, that for the first time, I've had some clients, first time in their life, they felt like, I can do this. I can do this. And if they just leave with a little bit of hope, then we've done our job. And, I'm so excited about people that they can live life. And be free from struggles. And we're always going to have struggles, but it's how we approach them. It's how we live with them.
Well, and if you just decide not to be a victim of them. The biggest thing is there's something you can do about it, and it doesn't have to be taking a medication. It doesn't have to be, this psychiatrist office and very, very formal. And so when Diane had her session with me, I wasn't sure what to expect. And what I loved is I found that it was such a clear step-by-step guide. This is not like sit down and meditate. Whenever people tell me to meditate, I'm like, am I breathing right? Am I doing this? My brain's going, how do you turn your brain off? Now I'm thinking about turning my brain off. And it goes on and on like that. And I'm like, well, this doesn't work. And okay, so then you think about prayer, and I think prayer is a beautiful thing too, but then I'm like, wait, I got off track. Sorry, let me start over. And so what I love is that you can take whatever mindfulness is to you and bring it to this process, and you have a clear guide, steps to take every time. And I didn't know what to expect, and all of a sudden I'm sitting there and just tears are streaming down, and I'm like, I thought I was fine, but I guess today I really needed to address this. And so then I did, and I felt amazing afterwards, like something had lifted, and it was just a sense of hope. And there's so much more progress to make, but just that sense of hope alone was
well, that's a beginning. And the thing is, once you know this, you can do it yourself.
Yeah.
You can just go through the little process step by step.
So someone doesn't have to plan on doing like a 20-second session package with you necessarily. They can kind of do a little bit until they feel comfortable, and then they can kind of do it on their own too.
Yes, it's amazing, and things will come back that you never even thought of in 20 years. You know, you thought, oh, I didn't know that affected me.
Yeah.
And you'll find out, oh yeah, it did. And then it's a pattern you see throughout your life. Oh wow, that started way back then, and now I'm getting help. And that's the most important, is just to see where you're at, to realize some of the things that you need to deal with.
Yeah. So if someone is watching now and they're wondering if they would be a good candidate for AFT, what would you say to them?
Everybody can improve their life.
Yeah.
And I always ask one question. If you could change something right now in your life, what would it be? And it could be from a relationship, it could be health, it could be a diet, it could be just about anything and anybody. I've had teenagers that I have talked with that now are doing this, all the way to senior citizens like myself. And it's for anybody. And groups, I've done groups of people.
Yeah.
Even I did a group of all the chaplains in Cleveland. We had a big meeting, and we presented AFT and the oils. And my husband's a chaplain at Fairview Hospital, and he uses it at the hospital.
That's awesome.
So,
I'm all for just natural ways to help people heal. I'm all for empowering people and just healing from truly the root cause, from the inside out. I think it's so powerful, so amazing, and not always as available as you would think. So we're so blessed to have you here.
Well, thank you.
Yes.
I feel like this is, well, it is a whole new ministry.
Yes.
And it is a ministry to me. It's not counseling. It's not, it's just sharing my life in a way that you can feel more free in your life. And it's just a ministry to continue helping people from where they are. And I just love Sara half the bat. And I mean, the minute we met, I went, oh yes, you know, this would be, and I needed a place that I could be here in Lakewood and just invite everybody,
be available.
Cuyahoga County, you know, and Westlake and Avon and all over, to just come and say, this is our base, and then to have some training here. Yeah. And we are going to have classes and training that you can come and learn more about it. In
fact, even so tonight, Thursday, September 27th at 6:30 p.m., we have our Natural Solutions to Stress Management workshop. We're going to have some do-it-yourself self-guided foot rub from our massage therapist, a do-it-yourself body scrub with relaxing Epsom salts by our health coach that we still have to make tonight. I'm going to do a little talk about stress and how it affects the blood chemistry in the body. And then Diane's going to walk us through a little mini version of some AFT and just do an introduction. And then again tomorrow night in our office at 7 p.m., we are having an essential oils open house. So we will have the Savvy Mineral Makeup line. We'll have the Thieves products as well as house cleaning products. We'll have information on oils in general and supplements. And then we will have Diane here to talk about AFT as well. If you are interested, please stop by. We typically run some specials at events too. So it's a great way to meet someone, learn some new information, mingle, and then maybe even receive a little discount or a little take home from being here. So how can people schedule with Diane? You can call us at Inspired CW. You can email, you can Facebook us. So through Inspired Chiropractic and Wellness, you can get a hold of Diane and we can schedule you with her, or you can reach out to Diane herself as well. So any of those methods, we are happy to get you on the schedule and just get you on your way to healing. I think that's pretty amazing. Again, it's been a noticeable difference since I went through my first session. So we welcome you to give it a try. And otherwise, is there anything else to add? All right.
No, it's an awesome thing. It's an awesome journey, and you have just did your first step on this journey.
Yes, I know.
And it's exciting.
It is. Yeah. All right. Well, thanks, Diane. And drop a comment if you have any questions. Have a good day.
Amen.